Okay everyone, so in this video, let me just run you through on how we can go and try to install Node.js, which is a cross-platform open source server environment that can run on multiple operating systems such as Windows, Linux, Unix, and Mac OS. So it's a runtime environment for JavaScript. It's a back-end JavaScript runtime environment that will be running on the V8 JavaScript engine. And it allows you to execute JS from outside of a web browser. Now let's try to go and download the latest version, the long-term support version here. Let me just go to my downloads. Now you would see that I have here my welcome to Node.js setup wizard. So let's just run through this and accept the terms and license agreement. Then I'm just going to change my directory here because I have a low drive C here. So let me just check this out. Okay guys, so I just created a new folder, Node.js here, and that's where I will be installing Node.js in my case. But in your case, you can keep it in the C drive option. And I'm just going to install npm package manager, documentation shortcuts, and we would be adding it to the path. So it says here install the core Node.js runtime node.exe. This feature requires 66 MB on your hard drive and has one sub-feature selected. The sub-feature requires 12 kilobyte on your hard drive. Okay, so let's try to click on that. Some NPM modules need to be compiled from C, C++ when installing. If you want to be able to install such modules, some tools, Python and Visual Studio Build tools need to be installed. Automatically install the necessary tools. Note this will also install Chocolatey. The script will pop up in a new window after the installation completes. Alternatively, follow the instructions at GitHub Node.js node zip on Windows to install the dependencies yourself. So I believe we can try to go and click this. So let's just go and install that also. Let's now click on next and install. Okay, so now we're done. Let's try to check it out if this works. So it tells us here, this script will install Python and the Visual Studio Build tools necessary to compile Node.js native modules. Note that Chocolatey and required Windows updates will also be installed. This will require about 3 GB of free disk space plus any space necessary to install Windows updates. This will take a while to run. Please close all open programs for the duration of the installation. If the installation fails, please ensure Windows is fully updated. Reboot your computer and try to run this again. This script can be found in the Start menu under Node.js. You can close this window to stop now. Detailed instructions to install these tools manually are available at the following GitHub repository. Okay, so now let's just press key to continue. And it's telling us this script will direct to Chocolatey to install packages. By using Chocolatey to install a package, you are accepting the license for the application, executables, or other artifacts delivered to your machine as a result of a Chocolatey install. And this will be allowing us to go and work with packages for Node. So this is actually a Windows package manager that will be allowing us to install, upgrade, or uninstall packages for Windows. So that's just something to take note of what Chocolatey is all about. So let's try to go and run this again. Press enter key. So just take note, if, for example, you're in a regular user account, it will be prompting you with the administrator's password. So just have that in mind. For me, I just stopped my recording while I was trying to enter my admin account password. So we can see here it's now installing in our Windows PowerShell here. So let me just pause this for a while. And it's telling us Chocolatey compatibility, extension. We now have upgraded, completed. It's downloading some packages here. It has installed Python 3 also into our machine. Okay, so we can see now that it's done. It has upgraded 18 by 18 packages. And just take note, you might have paused. There's a tendency that you might have paused this if you run through the instance from where it says, I actually checked out this problem. You might also be encountering this. So that means there's this installing telemetry, not or let's say your PowerShell suddenly stops. So just wait for it for a while because this might take some time to load. So just have that in mind while you're trying to work with installing the Node.js package manager or the Chocolatey here, okay, on PowerShell. So now we can see that it's done, and we can now try to press on enter for us to be able to exit. Let me just space bar and then exit. And we can now try to check if this worked by opening our command prompt. And let me just check if Node was installed in our global path. So it's there. Let's try to see if we can try to run here console.log hello world, and it is working, and we can try to exit or control C. And again, to get out of there, let's go to PowerShell. Oh, sorry, PowerShell, and let's say node -v. So it is working, guys. So that's it, guys. So now we were able to install Node.js in our machine, and we were able to also include the packages like Chocolatey here for us to be able to work on the Windows package manager for upgrading, installing packages in our machine.